December 9th, 2025, I got this email. This was the email welcoming me to the YouTube Partner Program. And this is because of one video that sat on my hard drive for about 4 months, finally got uploaded. And today I'm going to share with you what that video has made me since I've been monetized. Now, if you're one of those people that love to skip right to the end and find out here is the time code you need to go to, the answer will be there. But if you're someone who loves a bit of a story, stick with me. This is definitely worthwhile. So a bit of introduction for me. My name is Justin. I'm a full-time videographer and video editor based in the UK. I've been in this space for about 6 years now, and I've had the privilege of working with some really big YouTubers. And alongside this career, I've had this YouTube channel. I've posted a ton of different content, from tutorials to business talks to how to grow on social media. Hell, my first ever video was a recap of 2020, and I unlisted that video. That should never see the light of day. But the thing is, I had no clear vision or goals for this channel. Back then, I honestly thought if I posted something, it would get a ton of views, I'd get a ton of subs, and by the summer, I'd be living large over in Ibiza, feet up, with a mocktail, but you get my drift. And that just wasn't the case. But like many of us who start this journey, I posted a video and got barely any views, maybe 10 views on my first video, 12 views on my second video, and the only people subscribing were people that I knew. It got really disheartening, and I felt like there wasn't a point because I had failed at this YouTube thing. As most people do, they upload a video saying, I quit YouTube, or I'm going to quit YouTube, or something like that. And after that, I stopped uploading. Now, bear this in mind, by about year 3, I had already worked for a couple of YouTubers with millions of subscribers. The videos I was working on were getting tens of thousands of views every single upload. I just couldn't capitalize on that. But enough was enough. On January 1st, 2025, I made a decision for myself that I would focus on my content the same way I focused on everybody else's content. And that month, I dropped this video. That video was very off the cuff. No planning, no scripting. It was just me, the camera, the timeline, and vibes. That was it. It was the first video that ever got any traction for me. And in the first couple of days, the video had flown. It launched itself to 10,000 views. And at the time, I thought that was huge. Even now, I think that's a load of views. I hate to admit it, but I was that guy every other time, just refreshing YouTube Studio to see the views coming up, see the subscribers coming up. And this was the first time that my subscriber count started to climb. And after that, I had that spark of wanting to make and post content that was a bit more raw, a bit more me, a bit less formal and so scripted. So I started posting stuff that I wanted to. I started streaming. I started doing reaction videos. I started doing gaming videos. I did more videography videos. I did more tutorials. Things that I love to watch, I love to make were the things that I was uploading. And the views at the time were very up and down. If they were good, fantastic. If they were bad, it doesn't really matter because the content that I'm making was fun. It was enjoyable for me. And by July 2025, I had another video get some traction, and this actually helped me hit the first set of criteria that I needed to get monetized, and that was the subscribers. On July 12th, I hit 1,000 subscribers, and I was in shock. I couldn't believe after almost 5 years of having this channel, I was this close to the goal. From then, it was posting whatever I could around my schedule. It was still fun videos, still videos that I enjoyed. But then in September, SHXTSNGIGS went to Malta. During the trip, I decided I was going to vlog the whole time and make a few videos whilst I was out there. By the time I knew it, I was back with a hard drive full of content ready to go, but it fell at a time where we started getting really busy and the goal for getting monetized had to go on the back burner. But then one night I had a talk with my partner, and she made a very good point that if anything was going to make this goal a reality, it was that one vlog video that was sitting on my hard drive doing nothing. The video hadn't been edited. I hadn't looked at the footage since I recorded it, and it's just been sitting there doing nothing. Believe it or not, it did take a bit of time, but on December 18th, I uploaded the SNG Malta vlog, and a few days later, I hit the second criteria, which was 4,000 watch hours. And just like that, the channel was monetized. A goal 5 years in the making was finally complete, and I can start making money off of YouTube. Now, with the backstory out of the way, let's talk about money. So when I got monetized, the video had already started ramping up in views. By the time I actually got qualified for the partner program, the video had already done about 60,000 views. So from then until now, the video is now at 105,000 views. So the money that I've made is only from 60 to 105, which is only 45,000 views. Now, I say only, that is quite a lot of views. So if we go into YouTube Studio and have a look at the lifetime amount I've made from this video, it's £162.50. And for those in America, that's $218.51. Yo, what's going on? It's Editor J, currently cracking on with this video. Something I forgot to mention in the video is the RPM that I've got for this video. So RPM stands for revenue per 1,000 views, or revenue, the M is for mile or mille, or however you say it.
Mil.
But it's how much I make per 1,000 views. And the reason that there's not a lot of money is because it's a vlog. The RPM is only £1.54. So it's not fantastic. It's not in one of the higher niche RPM fields. So it's not in finance, it's not in economics or anything like that. It's not in tech, it's just a vlog. So because of that, it's not massively earning. If this video was in that field, I'd probably earn a bit more for the same amount of views. But unfortunately, that's not the case. I forgot to mention it, but I've mentioned it now. It's not a massive amount of money by any stretch, but it means a lot to me. And now that this video is up, it can continue making money for as long as the video is up. Now, I have to stress that I'm very thankful for the position that I'm in, for the work that I'm doing, and being able to make content around my work. I know not everybody that's on this journey has that availability to them. So I have to preface all of this story by saying how grateful I am, because I've wanted to do YouTube for so long. When I was younger, I would watch Sonic videos in my bedroom, laughing along with the commentators, or watching old KSI videos. YouTube has always been on my radar. I don't watch traditional media. I don't listen to the radio. I don't watch TV. I'm not a big movies person, but YouTube has always been there for me, and I've learned so much from it. Now, I do believe there are some takeaways that you can get and learn from this video. And I think these three are probably the biggest that I would tell anybody when starting their YouTube journey. Now, the first one is make content you would happily make for free. Regardless if you're gonna get paid later or paid now, if you make content that you're happy with and you have fun with, that shows more on camera than anything else you can do. If you make content for the algorithm, it gets very dry very quickly. I've seen creators pivot very quickly from algorithm-based content to stuff they want to do, and the stuff they want to do has performed way better. So in essence, make content that's fun. Number two, make time for the goal. At the end of the day, life is going to get in the way. Things are going to happen. Tons of things that you never expected are going to happen. But if this really means something to you, if it means what it should mean to you, then make time for it. Whether it means you stay up a little bit later or you wake up a bit earlier, if it means to make things easier for you, whether it's scripting, whether it's idea planning, whether it's thumbnails or titles or anything to do with the goal, if you can find the time, allocate it to the goal, however you can. Just do your best. And lastly, number three, experiment with a ton of content. Whether you like reaction videos and you want to do reviews, or whether you want to do cooking, or whether you want to do skateboarding videos, or you want to teach people how to fish, try different things that you're excited about, things that you know about, things that you don't know about, things that you are really passionate about. Try as many things as you can, experiment as much as you can, especially with different formats. Before you decide to put yourself in a box and only focus on one set of content, whilst you're still fresh, experiment with a ton of different things. Trust me, you will thank yourself for it. But there we go, that's the story. I hope you enjoyed. If you've got any suggestions for new creators, leave them down in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. I can't believe I've made this kind of video. It was only a dream time ago, and now it's my reality, and hopefully I can make this my full-time job. That's the goal. Make this my full-time job. But anyway, as always, I appreciate your time, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. You always make me feel like you never leave my thoughts alone. You're the reason I'm going out of my mind. Get to swinging and binging and winging and dinging. Right. This is a video about how I how I got paid for 100K videos. No, this is a video about how much YouTube paid me for 100,000 views. This part of the video is what's gonna get cut out, but is gonna help me get into rhythm, get into my talking pattern, and figuring out if I can do this as quickly as I can. So, on December 9th, 2025, I got this email.